This video is brought to you by CapBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats. CapBeast.com. We are beast.
What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Now, this video is very important to my subscribers because I've been getting a tons of questions on how I maintain, how I store, how I preserve my sneakers, and this video will be exactly on that topic. Now, I know there's a million different ways to store your sneakers. Everyone has their own tips. Everyone has their own techniques. This is how I've been doing it for as long as I can remember, and it's all worked magically, so let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is storing sneakers. Now, a lot of people like to throw away the original box, which I honestly do not understand. A lot of people also like to use plastic containers, which is perfectly fine, but I personally like to keep it in its original box. People say that's not a good thing, but I do use Ziplocs. A lot of people say Ziplocs are not good also because it suffocates the sneaker, but in all honesty, the Ziploc's sole purpose is to keep dust and other germs from going into the sneaker while it is being stored. Another cool thing that I like to do is I like to keep its original paper in a Ziploc. Now, this sneaker is from 2 to 3 years ago. I'm not too sure on that, maybe longer, and I kept the paper in a Ziploc ever since, and it is just, if you can just hear the crispiness. And I like preserving things like that. I don't know why. A lot of people can give two shits about the paper, but I personally like keeping the stuff, the original things that it comes with. For example, for my Royal Ones, I have the original paper, the shoelaces, and a love letter from the girlfriend, since this was her Valentine's gift for me. So definitely, you get to keep the sentimental value of the sneaker as well while you're preserving and storing the sneakers. Another important tip that I have is when storing your sneakers in Ziplocs, make sure they are 100% clean. Why is that? Because you don't want to put dirty sneakers and trap them inside a bag, because the dirt and germs will just accumulate all inside the bag. So you want to make sure that the sneakers are 100% clean all the time, every time you put them inside a Ziploc. Next up is, how do I keep my icy bottoms icy? How do you preserve sneakers with an icy bottom? This one is very easy as well. You don't want to store them in a humid place. Luckily, I have a Chow Chow, a dog, who needs to be in air conditioned every day, so that means my sneakers are air conditioned all the time because of my dog. So yeah, you want to keep it in a very cool environment. You also want to keep it away from direct sunlight. Put them away from a window, anything that has sunlight. And if you do, what I like to do is I like to cover it in black bubble wrap paper. This keeps any sunlight from going in. I also like to keep it in a plastic as well to keep any germs and dirt from getting into it. Look at that. This shoe is almost 2 years old, and as you can see, still very icy on the bottom. I do the same thing with my Jordans as well. Here is another sneaker with an icy bottom. Luckily for this particular sneaker, Jordan Brand darkened and tinted the outsole for us to keep it from yellowing as well. As you can see, I have the original paper that it came with, black bubble wrap paper to keep any sunlight from coming in. Ziploc, never zipped. I never zip up my Ziplocs. I like to keep them open just to make sure it breathes well. And here you have it. No yellowing at all. And this is about, what is this, about 2 years old. Here's the other pair. Works perfectly fine. Next up is probably the best and the most important advice I can give you guys, and that has to be shoe trees. Shoe trees are everything. If you guys follow me on my social medias, you guys already know I am obsessed with shoe trees. Why am I obsessed with shoe trees? Because what shoe trees do is it helps maintain the original shape of your sneaker. Let me zoom in that for you. And another great thing with shoe trees is it helps with creases. Here is my Cool Gray 9s without a shoe tree. As you can see, there is a few hairline creases right there on the toe box. This thing tends to close down when storing, and you don't want that. You don't want your shoes flattening out after wear. Here is my Cool Gray 9s with shoe trees. Check out the toe box. 0 creases at all. The shape looks amazing. Here is a pair of trainers. I love using the shoe trees on the trainers because I use trainers, Air Maxes, Fly Knits, or what have you. I wear them as beaters, so these are definitely always losing its shape. 0 creases on the toe box. Shape looks amazing. Trainers have the tendency of bending like this after wear because you do wear them a lot, and look at it, just keeps its shape, makes it look brand new all the time. Now it's only right that every sneakerhead has at least 1 pair of Timberland boots in their collection. It's only right. And a lot of you guys already know Timberlands have the tendency of creasing. And when you store them, a lot of people store Timberland boots very wrong. And what they do is they just keep them out, especially in a box. And what Timberlands tend to do is they tend to fold like this. As you can see, let me zoom in there for you guys. As you can see, it usually does this, and most Timberlands, after a few years, end up looking like this. And why mine do not look like that is because of shoe trees. Now, I would highly recommend wooden shoe trees for Timberland boots because they are a lot stronger, since these are freaking heavy duty boots. Look what the shoe tree does. Keeps it away right there, keeps it away from creases. As you can see, this is the shape that you want for your boots. So when storing Timberland boots, I highly suggest wooden shoe trees. Now, a lot of you guys are always asking me, Ralph, where do you get your shoe trees? Where do you get them from? How do you get them? How much are they? Are they expensive? And to be perfectly honest with you guys, they are very inexpensive and very easy to find. This is my duffel bag filled with shoe trees. There you have it. This thing is very clutch. It is honestly the best investment you will probably make in your sneakers. Now, where do you guys find this? I will now be exposing the sneakerhead secret. Here it is. Ikea, 99 cents. Very inexpensive. I literally go to Ikea and buy boxes of these things. Great for the whole entire collection. I have hundreds of these things. They are very inexpensive, and there you have it. That is the secret to where I get all my shoe trees. Now, if you have that extra money to blow and you just want to spoil a particular sneaker, say for example the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350, you would want to get these. You can find these at your local cobbler or whatever. It looks amazing. It has that gold thing, as you guys know, is my favorite. And these are a little bit more expensive. What you really want to look for is the cedar wood shoe trees. What the cedar wood does is it absorbs the germs and the nasty odors in your sneaker, and it just makes it fresh. It keeps its shape, and it looks classy as fuck. If you're not about the shoe tree life, then you can always just keep the standard shoe tree that the shoes come with. I highly suggest keeping these as well because sneakers tend to close in when you store them. This will definitely block that from happening. A lot of people like to throw away these and the paper shoe trees, and I cannot stress this enough. Do not throw them away. It's absolutely free when storing them. As you can see, it keeps its shape as well. This shoe is how old, and look how fresh these are. Before I go, I want to leave you guys with a couple last advices, and that is to consistently clean your sneakers. Now, a lot of people don't like doing this. They don't have the time. We'll make the time, because when you're not only cleaning these sneakers, you're also conditioning them to last you guys longer. Trust me, you guys will not regret it. And lastly, a lot of people ask me, how do I store sneakers that I will never ever wear, and how do I maintain sneakers from crumbling and doing all that. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, my best advice that I can give you guys is to wear your sneakers. These sneakers are not made to be kept in a box forever or just to look at. These shoes are made to be worn. The more you wear them, the more life you will get out of them. Make memories with your sneakers. Life is too short just to look at a box and appreciate sneakers. Put them on your feet and appreciate them that way. Before this thing gets any more sad and weird, I'll let you guys go. Wear your sneakers, moral of the story. And there you have it. That pretty much does it for this video. I really hope I answered a lot of you guys' questions. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have anything to add with my tips and tricks on storing sneakers, preserving them, or what have you. If you did enjoy this video, the best way of letting me know is hitting that thumbs up button down below. Big shout out to CapBeast.com. They are sponsoring this video as well. Do hit up their site if you are looking for custom snapbacks and whatever. If you guys want to keep chopping it up with me, you guys can always catch me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, all under Ralph McFlyGuy. With all that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace!
See, I'm a Filipino kid who grew up with the Hispanics. Hung around the block, started talking with the accent. My shirt got bigger, my pants started